The federal government on Friday unveiled a comprehensive strategy to lead Africa's digital trade revolution within the framework of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. The strategy is part of the renewed agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to enhance trade as a catalyst for economic growth and continental cohesion in line with AfCFTA objectives. Galaxy's Nabuchi sent in this report.
The Vice President Shatima, while delivering the keynote address during a stakeholders summit with the theme Digital Trade in Africa, the Renewed Hope Strategy, held at the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa Abuja, outlined key components of the roadmap to include implementation of AfCFTA's Digital Trade Protocol and the development of expansive technical talent hubs.
The African Continental Trade Agreement is not merely an aspiration of this promising continent to dismantle barriers to trade and investment. It is also not just an avenue for us to facilitate access to international markets. We are in a vantage position because we are the continent's largest ICT hub.
What exists in the Asian part of the world, but this one is unique because it connects 55 African countries and 8 existing regional economic communities into a single market. For those who are following, that market is a market of about 1.2 to 1.4 billion people, depending on which number you're looking at. And that's why today is important, because the progress we seek on the African continent will only happen not if we empower people to be able to only produce locally, but also trade.
In his welcome address, the Special Assistant to the President on ICT Policy, Dr. Saliu Dasuki Nakande, thanked President Tinubu and Vice President Shatima for their commitment and dedication to the Renewed Hope agenda, which he said has laid a solid foundation for the digital transformation journey in the country. He said their continuous support has led to the discourse on digital transformation, which will equally lead to a prosperous Nigeria.
The same in starch residue. Nigeria in 2021 exported starch residue worth $15.3 million, but the African continent imported starch residue worth $230 million. So simply the opportunity that exists for us within the single market to really grow our economy, support companies to manufacture better, create jobs that our young people are desperate for.
On his part, the head of Prosperity British Deputy High Commission, Mr. Chris Camponi, said the United Kingdom is a proud champion of open, free and fair trade, noting that it has positively impacted the UK economy. He said the Digital Trade in Africa initiative is vital and critical in addressing all of the issues relating to growing prosperity for Africa.
I'm a tech geek, and if you ask my colleagues, I'm a trade geek. So what better way to start the weekend than talking about digital trade? So that's why I'm here. The UK is a proud champion of open, free and fair trade. We understand the benefits that open, free and fair trade bring to our economy, our businesses and our people. We also understand that open, free and fair trade requires a rule book. And one of the last trade agreements that we signed up to was the Comprehensive Progressive Agreement for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's a mouthful. We love trade that much that we join regional trade agreements when we're not even in the region.